Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene of London Ascending. And we find today well, one of the gangrel, the female gangrel, Diane, um, making her way over to the stables of the Seneschal. Once again, she is not happy about this, but after her clanmate, her sire, her child, told her that she was hearing and seeing things that just weren't there, she realized that if that be the case, there was only one way for her to find out right now. So she'll start to get like an expert. She wants to get an expert's opinion on it. She she thinks about that and what she's about to do. She's already gritting her teeth because she has the feeling that it'll take a lot of her self-control to sit through this. But she'll make her way over to the stables of Garnet, and we'll see if he is there.
Yeah, you'll be kind of led by that very pretty blonde ghoul, and she'll lead you down to past where he normally is, down to along to racetrack, because you see Garnet is sitting down with a table and chairs, watching some of the horses being brought out and exercised and all that. And he looks up kind of in surprise as he stands up. There's music still playing as he, idly clicks his fingers almost kind of rhythmically, and then looks over and, Diane, darling, an unexpected pleasure.
I doubt it's a pleasure.
Well, at least you're attractive to look at. He just winks and he gestures for a chair.
She raises her eyebrow. She's like, there are a lot more attractive painters in the city to look at, trust me.
Oh, I'm sure Sebastian doesn't tell you otherwise. He just adds with this little wicked grin.
Not here to talk about Sebastian.
Oh, well, what are you here to talk about then? He just kind of leans back, almost now intrigued that you don't want to talk about Sebastian, so he seems more like,
She looks around, like, see if there's like any ears that might be able to catch this conversation.
Garnet just dismisses Ghoul with a click of a finger, and otherwise the horses are a good distance away with the people looking after him, so we're good.
She doesn't sit down. She just kind of starts to pace back and forth. You're Malkavian.
He kind of just smiles at her. Yes.
I have an issue that I think might require your unique mind. Yeah, there's the gritting of my teeth.
Now you do have my attention. What do you need my Malkavian mind for?
There are things that I see and hear that apparently, at least my child, do not.
What things?
In corners, rumoring, just things.
Do they frighten you?
Nothing frightens me.
Is she like? I'm gonna actually check.
Okay, let me roll a subterfuge there real quick.
He totally checked this.
Okay. Shit, I don't have my sheet up.
What's my empathy? Oh, not Garnet's best.
What's my subterfuge? I do know I have it. Subterfuge there. Manipulation. It's
Oh no, the defender wins. So he just nods.
Yeah, I think you would get the feeling that it's it's not fear, but it's there's like she's not entirely. She might be telling the truth, but there is something else underneath it.
Do they anger you? Do they make you want to do things?
Why are you asking?
Answer my question, please.
They keep telling me to run.
He stands up then, arms circling behind his back as he begins to curl around her. And do you want to listen to them? Are there many voices?
She grits her teeth again. Sometimes quiet. Sometimes quiet.
He almost goes like right by her ear then, like deliberately.
She'll step aside immediately as he does that.
He'll just smile. Does it feel like that when they start speaking?
Sometimes. Usually it's just in the background. I can ignore it. I first thought there were ghouls talking.
Like a humming, right?
Right.
And your hallucinations, do they appear when you begin to not panic? Well, panic, anger, or when you're on your own in the silence?
If I'm not focusing on something, I feel my mind wander to those things.
Well, and when the things are interrupted, do you feel a pulsating anger surge through you? Do you feel that thing inside you just erupt?
I am getting more annoyed, yes.
Now that is fascinating. Very fascinating.
Why?
My darling, you have the same affliction as me. You're mad.
She keeps it together. She keeps it together. The pacing intensifies. And she kind of shakes. You see her shaking her head. It's like, no. And then finally sits down on the chair. This is one of the first times she's actually sitting down.
He stands there for a minute kind of studying her, and then will glide over and kneel down in front of her. Darling, I've lived with this curse for over 400 years. Don't you think I know it well enough now? Besides, he kind of just cranes his head curiously. Maybe you can appreciate us in my clan. I think you and I are going to be having interesting conversations for a long time after this.
How do I get rid of this?
You don't.
How did this happen?
I cannot say, my darling, for mine was a condition that was created when I was made. Yours is one, well, maybe people do go mad as they're older. I know of some of my clan who develop more of the gift as time progresses. Maybe it was always there in your mind, and it just needed the right level of push. Did you do anything that, well, would warrant such a breaking of your mind, my darling?
I don't see what done anything special.
And then maybe it's just, well, think of it as the rebirth of your mind, perhaps. After all, you now have more insight into many things than most kindred ever will in their entire life.
No. I refuse to live with this.
Well, I do not wish to offend, my darling, but you don't really have much of a choice. Anger, that's usually the first stage of this gift. Then comes denial. Then comes grief. And then comes acceptance.
That's bullshit.
So he kind of just stands up, almost robotic. Yes, but something you must live with, unfortunately, if you're ever going to cope.
I need to get rid of this. It needs to stop. I'm not efficient with this.
Then make yourself efficient.
How?
Cope.
How?
He just smiles. Everyone is different in their ways. For me, well, I won't tell you that. That'd be too much of the game. But you must develop walls.
You and your stupid games.
My stupid games are what's keeping me from ravaging that beautiful little neck of yours, my darling.
No, my claws are.
No, believe you me, if I stop playing this game, then no one in this domain of mine will be alive.
If you would try anything, I'd rip you to pieces.
On my domain.
Yes.
Well, that shall be interesting, but like I said, I have my walls. You must develop your own. Either that or become a walking, talking. And he just adds with this odd smile, madman.
She, at that point, she's rolling self-control to see how well she goes. Oh, yeah, she's still good. Like, she may have not expected it to boil down to this. So her eyes snap up to his. Not efficient with dealing with this.
He just leans back. Well, I've heard most neonates of my clan say these things.
I'm not a neonate.
In this area, you are. The gift affects many people. Sometimes it spreads out to others. You have been granted as such. I would consider it a blessing rather than a curse.
I don't see how.
What does your blade tell you now, darling?
That you're a threat and I should run away.
You see? Survival. I thought that was the basis of your clan.
It is.
Then it teaches you to trust your gut, like mine right now are telling me you are trying to get under my skin with this little affliction. You can bond with me, you can talk to me, and you think you can break my wall.
Do you think I'm making this up?
No. I'm just saying that's what mine tell me.
Well, then maybe yours should shut up.
I'm going to throw self-control for that.
All the self-control you rolled here.
You see Garnet's it's probably for the first time you see Garnet's. The smile doesn't fade; it changes, and you do actually see there's a bit of shadow to him. Like he seems like leaning back against the shade. He seems almost at home in it. Don't say that again, darling. Like I said, I have my walls. Test them, and this will be very interesting.
If you attack me again, I will defend myself.
Well, then don't push me. I'm here. You came to me, after all, and now you spurn me because I told you the truth.
Well, maybe I'm a little agitated.
Then adapt.
You're not giving me much to go on.
You hear voices inside your skull telling you multiple things. Create an environment that drowns them away, that only you can adapt to. Otherwise than that, have fun. Sometimes embrace what they have to say, because after all, some of them are right.
Not all the time.
How do you know? He just almost cranes his head. Yes. You don't know.
If I'd give in to them right now, I'd be slicing through your body and making my way to the woods. I don't think that's something either of us favor. Right?
I'm not afraid.
My claws would hurt you.
Yes, they would. But I'm still not afraid. After all, it's only madness. We all do.
You stop saying that word?
Why? We all need it from time to time. It makes us feel alive, darling.
This does not make me feel alive. It just makes me feel...
That's because you haven't embraced it yet. You're running from it. In fact, if you don't embrace it, you're going to be running for the rest of your life.
You can make an empathy check on that if you so wish.
She will. Of course he will. He's having way too much fun. No, defender wins again.
Okay, she's managing to keep a placid face as he says that.
But then, the fascinating thing is, eventually you'll start to hear the song. That's when the real fun begins. For so long as the music plays, Diane, darling, we dance. And in your mind, either you'll fall or you'll keep dancing.
Your words make little sense to me. I just want to have a way to deal with this.
I am giving you the way to deal with. It's your riddle to solve. After all,
Riddles.
well, after all, I can't have it too easy now, can I?
Do I have much of a choice?
No.
Listen to your words.
I could recommend you to my sister. After all, she is quite knowledgeable in the area. She just has this big smile. Oh, she won't be as gentle as I am. She won't be as gentle as I am with you now. If you wish, I could let her know of your condition.
No!
He just raises his hands. Well, then you must deal with my words, darling.
She takes a very deep, pause because she wouldn't breathe. Duh. She holds her head in both of her hands. Fine.
Well, start creating an environment for you to blend your body back in. But then Embrace it, you see. Let that, whatever you're feeling, liquefy around your body. Let those voices become unified. After all, a chorus sometimes can often yield the greatest results.
You're telling me to listen to them?
In some ways, use your own mind to decipher what you can choose to use. Sometimes you may like even what they have to say.
You're telling me to give up.
If you think that, then there's no point in us speaking. He just leans back, taking a sip from the wine.
You told me to listen to them. They're telling me to give up, to run.
Well, then you don't listen to them for now. When they start telling you other things, maybe you can open your mind again. For now, create the walls which guard your psyche. And make sure you tell them. That is up to you. I cannot show you that. I don't know your mind yet.
Nor will you ever.
He just smiles. You keep revealing many things to me, and I soon will.
Likewise.
What have I revealed to you?
I'll let that be my riddle to you then.
All I know is that you know that I have certain things, certain ways that I might get a bit mad. He kind of smiles. But as far as what some voices tell me, how do you know I'm not lying, darling?
How do you know I'm not?
Well, because every time I say your madness, you snap.
You can see her claws starting to grow.
There. You see? You reacted. Now, listen to what I give you. Or not, and pop those claws and ravage me wholeheartedly and fall prey to it. Your choice.
She sits there, her head still in her hands while his claws are kind of like hovering over her head at this point. And like he can clearly see her trembling, almost as if she's indeed fighting to regain that control. And slowly the claws start to sink back in her hands.
You see? There is the choice you made. Is he, when you look at him, he was completely relaxed.
She stands up.
Well, if you need any more advice, you know where I am.
For now, it looks like I have to control myself.
It'll be very fun to watch.
Stop saying that.
You are lucky. You don't have to have it for the rest of your kindred life. Who knows? Maybe you can rid yourself of it. But for us, the curse always wins. He just sort of adds with this mysterious smile.
Well, I'll praise myself lucky then.
Good. Have fun. The song is often beautiful at times during the silence.
Use your words, not mine.
You haven't had it you have not seen. You have not experienced as he gets up, snake-like again. In fact, in this area, my darling, you are about as knowledgeable as a freshly made kindred. So, do listen to my words, because they might be the deciding factor on whether you delve or you rise or you adapt. But it's your choice to which one you want to take.
She'll bring her head very close to his, like almost nose to nose. Don't you just love that?
Maybe. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't care. Or maybe I'm just more curious to see which route you take. Don't disappoint me.
You're not my superior.
In this area, oh, I believe I am. And in the kindred whole city area, I am. But particularly in the terms of what this condition is, I am most wholeheartedly your superior.
I will never bow down. Not to you, not to anyone.
That's very Hanark-like. I like that. I'm not asking you to bow. I have no interest in you groveling. As I've said, don't disappoint me with the route you choose. So many delve down the wrong one. It'll be interesting to see which one you take.
I'll be waiting to watch you fall.
Watch me fall, my darling, after me being so gentle. I've already fallen, Diane. Fallen on the right path. Choose wisely.
Don't trip.
Well, you're the one insulting me. And he'll just casually turn and go back to sitting down.
It's not an insult. Where have I insulted you? I've not called you weak.
You're the one waiting to see my inevitable fall. My
As
inevitable
you
decline.
are mine.
No. Wow, I forgot how he just kind of smiles to himself. Forward, some of you are. I'm saying don't disappoint me by falling. You've got so much potential. I'd hate to see it go to waste. Listen to the words I speak, not what you presume, darling.
I hate these mind games. I've
Well,
always
good.
hated them.
Well, you're going to have to learn to get used to them. After all, your mind is as full as mine at the moment. And Diane, before you go, he just smiles at her. Don't forget to smile. As he, the snake-like smile, like even his fangs bare as he does it. The song is always beautiful, particularly in one of other clans.
She stares at him again. It's not a happy stare. She says, well, I presume that there's no way for me to make you keep this under the radar then. Good luck and have fun with your games.
Well, now, I was going to say we could keep this private, but if you want me to tell the entire kindred populace of London, so be it.
If that is your wish.
What is your wish?
Not your business.
Well, you're the one who is jumping to conclusions about me yet again. You seem to do that a lot. And you're the one who came to me. So do me a favor and don't piss in my hands and tell me it's raining. It bores me.
And I really piss in your hands. You seem to assume that I'm playing a game here. I never do.
You're the one who's avoiding everything I give, spurning my advice, popping claws in anger. As I said, it's all part of the stage, so that's why I'm not offended, because the first stage is anger. I know the symptoms. I live with the symptoms, darling. After all, I've dealt with it a lot longer than you have, and dealt with it in much different ways.
Well, at least thank you for confirming.
He just kind of raises an eyebrow, actually surprised. Well, there's a first. You actually seem. He kind of basically smiles again. If you need any assistance creating walls and barriers, don't hesitate to contact me. I won't let my clan know of your affliction.
Yeah, so I can contact you. You can. She growls and then stops her sentence.
Well, I won't ask anything yet for my help. After all, he just kind of smiles. Ones with similar conditions, such as ourselves, must help each other every now and again.
If you wanted to ask a price for it, you can expect that I will pay for it.
That's why I haven't asked yet. We'll see how you manage before you come back to me. Then I'll see if I need a price for what I will do.
Fine.
Just remember, anger's the first stage, then grief, then acceptance. So try not to kill anyone.
Try not to trip.
Well, I look forward to seeing how you do, darling.
She'll turn around and walk off.
He'll lean back in the chair. My. Claws, madness, and other foul things. Oh, this is a wonderful game.